And the next thing that happened, you would not believe. This dirty drunk man took a step back and he spat in my face. It's your boy Big Sketch here again. Now, I wasn't even gonna tell this story, and that's because I don't want to come across as some type of guy trying to act tough online. But honestly, people see my size and they judge me all wrong. I mean, I might look like the firstborn child of Terry Crews and The Big Show, but trust me, I'm more like a Android 16 fused with Gandhi on a Sunday afternoon type of guy. But we all have limits, and on this day, mine was pushed to the absolute peak. But hey, at least I get to tell you guys a funny story now because of it. So without further ado, make sure you pound that subscribe button, slap on the notifications, and let the sketch begin!
Good evening.
Here in the UK, if you want to work in the security industry, you have to get something called an SIA license. Now, getting the license in the first place is a story in itself. The training was ridiculous. I'll save that story for another time. Because I know what you guys are here for. You're here for the gossip. You're here for the juicy stuff. So we'll go straight to that. One day, me and my buddy and co-worker Hamilton, we was working at this place called Saul's Bar. I'd never even been to this area before, let alone worked at this place. But I needed some money and they was paying cash in hand. Tax free, baby.
Shh! Don't tell nobody!
So first thing we did is introduced ourselves to the owner. He was a middle-aged white guy, balding, big old beer gut. Hey, I'm Sketch. This is my boy Hamilton. We're here to work security for the night, please. And you would not believe what the owner said to us. This is word for word what he said. Stand on that door over there, and whatever you do, don't let any black people in.
Not to be racist or anything, but
Me and Hamilton looked at each other like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
now, at this point, I should have just left. But I had already traveled so far to get here, and I have bills to pay. I mean, I have to get something out of it. So, reluctantly, we got in position and we started doing what we do. Check IDs, make sure that people who are underage don't come in. And the night was going absolutely fine. And at about 2 AM, it was time to close down the bar and get everybody up out of there. So we went inside, and anybody who works in security will tell you this. The worst part of the night is clearing up the building. Nobody ever wants to leave when the friendly bouncer says, pack it up.
Wrap that shit up, come on! Wrap this shit up, let's go! God damn it, let's go!
I mean, I consider myself to be a pretty reasonable guy. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you, but we do need to close up the venue. If you wouldn't mind, could you grab your things and start to head towards the door? Thank you very much. Most people were cool with this. Most people went quietly. But then, we ran into these dudes. I can't remember where they were from. All I remember is what happened after. I ain't finished my drink yet. Huh? Now mind you, there was less than a centimeter of drink left in this glass. Yet the guy just wanted to be difficult. So I gave him a few more minutes, gave him the same speech again. This time a little more abruptly. Sir, I'm gonna need you to put your drink down and head towards the door. It's time for us to close the venue. That guy said, why don't you make me? This guy's testing my patience. And the next thing that happened, you would not believe. This dirty drunk man took a step back and he spat in my face. In all the years of security, I had never, up to this point, ever had to get physical with anybody. But this guy decided to spit in my face on this day. I paused there for a second because it took me a few seconds to even comprehend that this guy just spat in my face. I wasn't just going to let him walk away like that. I'm not perfect. I have pride. And there was all these people and my co-workers watching me standing there with spit in my face. So I walked up to him and I offensive lineman pushed him clean through the door.
He needs some milk.
There was no more big friendly giant. I was even more upset. So I went after the guy. I grabbed him by the string of his neck, and every fiber in my body, every blood cell started crawling towards my left fist. I was so mad, I wanted to give him an almighty Mike Tyson punch from hell. I started swinging. It literally felt like it was going in slow motion. It almost felt like I was having an internal battle. Part of me wanted to open my hand, part of me wanted to close it and deck him. Just at the last moment, somehow I gathered enough sense and gave him a one slap. The drunk man dropped to the floor like a ton of bricks. He was down for the count. I don't even know where his friend was at this time. So I finally washed the spit off my face, but I was still upset. I don't know about any of you guys, but where I'm from, one of the most insulting things you can do is to spit in someone's face. So I turned to my friend Hamilton and I said,
let's find him. Let's go find him.
Oh,
Get in the car and find him.
Okay. So I got in the car with Hamilton and we drove around in the rain for about 10 minutes looking for this drunk man and his friend. It was like 3 a.m. in the middle of the night in the rain. We could barely see anything, but could not find him anywhere. And that was pretty much the end of that. So there has to be a moral to every story. And I think the moral in this case is, no matter what happens, always try to be rational and think level-headed. If you're in a situation where things get out of control, you always have the option to walk away. Also, if you are out with your friends at a public place, be respectful. Don't start trouble with somebody that's twice your size, because you never know what could happen. If you work in security yourself or know somebody who works in security, please share this video with them. I'm curious, have any of you been in a similar situation? Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.